If you want to see me create another look with the Urban Decay Elements Palette, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène with another video, and I want to use the Elements Palette again. And this is going to be, I believe, my third look with this palette, and I am wanting to do a brownish reddish green look, and I'm thinking of using one color that I've used already, which is Firestarter. I was really impressed with this one, and I'm thinking of using Firestarter, Earthbound, and Fortune Teller. Those are the ones that I have in my sights for today, although I'm not sure exactly how I'm intending to use them. The Earthbound shadow is very similar to the green that comes out in Fortune Teller, and I think that Firestarter is good as a crease color to start with. Now obviously you can tell on my eyes I have stuff on already. It is, I've said this ad nauseum, it is the Smashbox Matte Exposure Palette, the Pan That Palette for 2019, and I will not open it because boy, do I have an update for you the next time I talk about Pan That Palette, which is always early in the month. I shouldn't say always, but usually early in the month. So that means early April, you will have an update on how I am doing using that palette on my peepers. Let's get into it. I think this is going to be relatively quick, and I'm going to use, because three colors, I'm going to use Firestarter in the crease right away, and as has been my habit, I will do one eye and then speed through the second eye. For the purposes of Firestarter, I actually want to keep the color lower today. I'm not going to go quite as high on my lid, at least that's my plan. Sometimes it changes, but I think I'm going to stay lower and concentrate more of the color down as opposed to go too high up. This is going to be my crease brush, and I think that I'm going to try that style a little bit because I would like to wear more vivid colors more often, and I think that sometimes going too high up, it's just like, whoa, there's green, whoa, there's blue. And I think that getting in the habit of going a bit lower will make a lot more colorful looks more wearable. Like, I know that's the case, I just don't do it. So I'm hoping to change things up. And I'm holding the palette with me the whole time, which is pretty cool. It is an aspect of the Elements palette that I do like as far as the design. I know I'm saying I like something about the Elements palette other than shadows. But yeah, it's been a nice surprise just how ergonomic really the palette is. It's not square, it's easy to hold in the hand because it's not square, despite the fact that aesthetically, I don't like round palettes. I've said it many times before. I'll stop talking, let's start applying. Going in for a bit more. I think when you don't go as high up, you have to be far more precise and methodical about exactly where you're putting the shadow. With my first color, I just like to go, go, go. But not a good idea when you're trying to stay tighter to the crease. And I'm not going to go up to the brow bone, I'm going to keep it nice and low. I will attempt to do that on the other eye, and then we'll talk about the next step. I did a better job on this eye than this eye. This eye went a little bit higher, I think, right here. But they look close enough. I don't think that anybody would go, oh, well, she's got way more eyeshadow on one side than the other. I think it's close enough. I am tempted to go into Earthbound all over my lid and then top it with, oof, that might not be a good idea. So here is Earthbound and here is Fortune Teller, and I don't know if you can see, it depends on the light, where you'll see the Fortune Teller does look somewhat like Earthbound, the shine to it, although Fortune Teller, it's kind of weird. Sometimes it looks similar, sometimes it doesn't. Let me just layer Fortune Teller over Earthbound to see what the effect is. Okay, I think that might work. It might clash or it might work. I think we're going to try it. I will be using my fingers for these colors. I'm going to go in with Earthbound on my outer lid, actually on my whole lid, and then I think I'm going to try, fingers crossed, I think I'm going to try Fortune Teller over top. So let me just go in with my ring finger with Earthbound on both eyes. It is a beautiful color. And I don't wear green very often on my lids. I've talked about it a lot, being that I have green eyes. Sometimes it does not go together. Color clash. My green eyes also kind of get lost in the look, but I think this is going to be okay. Earthbound seems to be having a little bit of trouble sticking to where Firestarter was. Not a huge, just at the beginning it just took a little bit of convincing to adhere to the eyelid. But it's turning out okay, I think. Alright, let's do the other eye. Okay, I think we've got the green going, and I am tempted to bring down Firestarter down here, and then go afterwards, we'll go in with a green liner. So I think I'm just going to take my angled brush and bring that shadow down. Here's my angled brush. And now for the other eye. Okay, it's still soft, even though these can be punchy colors, it's still soft. I do like how I've brought the color down a little bit. I think I might end up softening up the edges on each side here with my fluffier brush. And actually think I'm going to do that before going into the Fortune Teller color. Just using my very fluffy brush and softening up the edges here. I do think it's just brought the color into each other. The base that I had from Smashbox and then Elements. So I'm good with that. I've got a tiny bit of fallout here. I'm just going to brush that away. Good. Okay, now to go into Fortune Teller, and I think that I'm going to apply Fortune Teller on the inner lid to the center lid as a topper on Earthbound. And it is a very interesting color. It's a color that we've seen many times in different palettes, but I think that it's going to have a look of its own as it's padded onto Earthbound. I do like when a shadow topped on another makes the base shadow look like that's all there is, but it's a duochrome. I really enjoy that. By the way, I found out that Clionadh Cosmetics does have those multi-chrome eyeshadows coming out. It's official, it's official. So I'm very curious to see what it is that they'll have coming out. I saw it on the What's Up in Makeup from Jen Luvs Reviews, and I'm super excited about that. I love it. Okay, it is a subtle effect, but you can see a shift from the inner lid to the outer lid where it looks more shimmery and slightly brown on the inside, and then toward the outside it just becomes the one color. It did exactly what I was hoping it was going to do, and I'm super excited about it. Let's do the other eye and then talk about next steps. By golly, I think we've got it. I love it. I really, really do. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fan of greens, but this is working. Now, to find an eyeliner that is going to go with this, let me hunt around and grab a few contenders. I think I have a few liners that I can use. I have been a big fan of Blackest Black by Annabelle lately. It has some staying power. Trying to get that off with makeup remover is something else. I also have Gosh in Camouflage Green, and it's this one right here. Really like that color. I think I'm going to use that for the lower waterline. I hope it's for waterline. Maybe not. We'll try it. We'll try Gosh in the Gosh Camouflage Green in the waterline, the Urban Decay Roach on the lower lash line. This one is here. I think that's a good match for the colors we have today. Don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. There's Roach. There's Camouflage Green that has that nice metallic look to it. And then I talked about Annabelle Black, which is just a very, very black liner. I am going to apply these and along with the Stila Huge Mascara, and then I'll give you the final look and share final thoughts, and we'll be done. And this is what it looks like. I did use all of the pencils I talked about. I ended up using Camouflage Green on the lower waterline. I used the Annabelle Blackest Black on the upper waterline. And then I used Roach on the lower lash line, and I liked it so much I tightlined the upper lash line as well, and I think it went really well with the green. So I like this look a lot. And I finished up with the Stila Huge Mascara as I said I would. And this is just a nice little way of finishing the look, having sprayed the Urban Decay All-Nighter makeup setting spray, and it has a good reputation. It tends to keep makeup in place, and I'm okay with that. And all I did for my lips is I reapplied an old lip gloss. It is the L'Oreal lip gloss, and It has no name because it rubbed off. I've said it so many times before, you're probably sick of hearing it because if you watch my videos, I say it a lot. And that's it. That's the final look. And I'm very, very happy. I like the effect of keeping the shadow a little bit lower if I'm doing more color on a day that I have clients. And I don't think it's overboard. I think it looks good. It's very colorful, but still professional. And yeah, really happy with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of it. If you have any questions or concerns over the shadows or the liners, please let me know. I would love to hear. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.